Wait a second. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome to Forza Horizon 5. Welcome to a brand new car pack in the game. Actually kind of excited to play around with all these cars. What I'm going to do for today's video is I'm going to have a look at every single one of these cars completely stock. And then in other videos, I'm going to go ahead with each one of these cars and I'm going to go and modify it and tune it and upgrade it, see what sort of modifications options there are for each one of these cars, and of course drive them fully upgraded and see what they're like. But for right now, I want to have a look at every single one of these in today's video, showcase this car pack that's out. You have to pay for it, by the way, if you don't know. This is a car pack, it's not an update. The update has been released as well, so you guys, if you check out the let me show you, all right. Obviously, the festival hasn't really changed up until Thursday, and that'll be coming out soon, and you have all these cars here. But if you go over into your auto show, you can already start buying all these cars. Some of them are already available. Abarth is there now. Alfa Romeo is back with a bunch of these cars. So there's all these cars that you could actually get. Like, I made a video on this a few days ago, basically showcasing pretty much all of these cars that you can now purchase also from the auto show, but you will also be able to get some of these from the festival playlist, which will update on Thursday. But like I said, I'm not going to take a look at that. I'm going to take a look at all of the cars from the actual car pack itself. So this should be interesting. Now, I'm going to claim each one of these one by one. We're going to take a look at them and see what they are like to drive. So, off to the store, off the car packs. Boom, we'll start off with the Ferraris with the 296 GTB. Wait, how do I do this? Surely it's not. Do I just go into the auto? I think I just go into the auto show and then I just claim it, right? I keep forgetting how to do this because they don't really release DLCs like this very often. Yeah, there it is. They don't really release DLCs like this very often, so yeah. Anyway, so here it is, 296 GTB, already a bunch of designs available for it. The blue's really nice on this thing, but we have to go with the red. Come on, it's Ferrari, lads. It's a Ferrari. So 296 GTB, super interesting car because I don't really know where this car fits in. I don't think it replaces any of the cars, right? Like, it doesn't replace the F8. It doesn't replace anything. It's kind of like a mixture between the F8 and, like, the SF90. It's just... it's such a weird position in Ferrari's lineup to have this car. Yeah, it's not particularly loud. Not even in real life, anyway. It's not particularly loud. It does have a V6, though, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's a small engine, like 2.9 or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the 3 liter. Sorry, it's a 3 liter. It's a 3 liter V6. I think it's twin turbo, and it's also got hybrid tech. So it makes a massive amount of power, though. 818, 900 newton meters of torque. Again, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, and it only weighs 1.5 tons. Like, that is a ridiculous bit of kit. 8-speed transmission. Interior nice and modern. I love all the new Ferrari interiors, man. They just look so good. Even the passenger has their own, like, little screen there, but it's focused towards the driver. You can see throttle input as well. That's not even like throttle input. It's just, what is it? Just boost, right? Was it like just a hybrid boost tech? I think that's the blue dial that's there. That is pretty mad. But yeah, it doesn't really sound like anything crazy or anything like that. It seems lightweight, though, for something that's, like, you know, it's supposed to have, like, batteries and turbos and all that sort of stuff in it. It feels really light. It's very much throwable. Like, you throw this sideways and you can try and slide it. It actually has a lot of grip, though, to be honest with you, so I don't know if you can actually slide this thing too much. 800 horsepower, this thing is fairly impressive. Let's have a quick look at the top speed of this thing, because I'm pretty sure it's we'll go downhill though. So let's start over at this end. I'll have a quick look at it. Because I mean, like I said, it's a car that's kind of a mix between the SF90, which is a ridiculous car, and the F8, which is like basically the 458, 488 replacement. And it's kind of Ferrari's, you know, V8 like supercar. Whereas this is now a V6. Is this like what the new Ferrari tech is going to be like for the future? It could be, you know, for their little like entry-level cars. I love how I say entry-level cars and this thing makes like 800 horsepower. It hits 200 miles an hour, absolute no problem. What is the Jetta doing? Flying over 2 different lanes. 210. Yeah, like it's an impressive car. I feel like this could be a really, really fun car to take out racing or drifting or something because of the way it handles. Because, like I said, it feels agile and it feels light on its wheels. I don't know, it just feels really nice to drive. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have a look at this in a future video, and I'll have a look at it in more detail. But for now, we'll leave that alone. Let's hop back into the festival and take out the next car, which is going to be the Ferrari Roma. I love the Roma. I think the Roma is such a cool car. Ferrari Roma is technically what Ferrari kind of considers their entry-level car. Where I'm going the wrong way. I don't know how to spell. So this is kind of their entry-level car, right? Well, it was back in 2020. I think they kind of like changed it now. So I don't know if this is still their entry-level car, but the Ferrari Roma has such a cool design to it. It's unlike other Ferraris, which is why I like it. It's like the Portofino, like full hardtop Portofino. Like it just seems like it replaces that car. But this isn't a convertible. I think you can get it as a convertible though, if I remember correctly. I don't know. You guys can let me know, because I don't remember 100%. But I like this thing because it doesn't follow Ferrari's like regular design with you know, like the 296, which kind of. Oh, sounds good. Oh, it sounds good. It actually sounds a little bit more Larry than... It definitely sounds a lot more Larry than the 296. Okay. Yeah, this, like I said, it's more their like entry-level car, but it just doesn't feel like it. It's still such a cool car. Yeah, I like this a lot. I've always liked the Romas ever since they announced it. I think it looks very, very sick. Again, like it doesn't follow Ferrari's like traditional design too much. It kind of has its own unique design, especially with the rear end. They kind of still kept the, you know, the 4 lights at the rear, but they kind of, you know, updated them and they made them look nice and sleek. It's a lot closer to the SUV, what's called the Puro Sangue, or whatever you want to call it. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a lot closer to that than it is like a regular like Ferrari, right? You know, like the supercar Ferrari. It reminds me a lot of that with its design, and I think that's cool. Quad pipes as well. I think the interior still looks great. I really love that steering wheel. I think this is different to the 296, I think, if I remember correctly. But again, this is, I feel like, it's more of a GT car, like an entry-level Ferrari, like GT car. Like the F8 Tributo is there, like kind of like the V8 like supercar. Then you have like the SF90, which is like the big daddy of that 488, or sorry, off the F8. And then you have this car, which is basically the baby 812. I don't know how to really put, like, kind of sum it up, but that's what I feel like it's like. It's so weird that they haven't updated the FPS, like the frames per second on the digital cockpit, like speedo. Like you can see, it's like, look how slow it's changing. It just feels, it's not the speed going up, but like it's kind of like fading from one to another. It just feels like, there you go, you can see it here. Wait, it's actually a lot better here. Wait, what? Wait, so it's different here. Look at the frame right here, and then look at the frame right here. Here is fine. Well, I never noticed that. I feel so weird. Anyway, Ferrari Roma, very cool car. I'm definitely gonna slide this thing. I 100% am gonna slide this thing when we get the chance to start building cars. But this is it. This is the Roma. I like it, and it sounds much better than the 296. The 296 is just a bit too quiet for a supercar. Okay, moving on. Next up, we have the Italdesign DaVinci concept. What a weird car. What a weird car. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I've seen this car in person. Because in 2020, was it? No, sorry, in 2018, I went, or was it 2019? Oh, how do I not remember? No, it's 2018. I think it was 2018. So in 2018, when I went to the Geneva Motor Show, they had Italdesign cars there, and I could swear that I saw this, but surely not. It was something similar to this. Something similar to this, where they had a 4-seater car there. I swear I did. Of course, this is a 2020 model car, but it's also a concept. Very cool car. I feel like it's just kind of a competitor to the Koenigsegg Chimera, right? That's kind of what it's trying to go for. Something similar to that. But again, this is a full-on concept car. But I think they could do such, like, if they start releasing cars like this in the future, there's no reason to not love cars like this. Absolutely no reason to. Massive doors, gull-wing doors on this car as well. And it's a 4-seater, like, supercar, hypercar, whatever. It's very cool looking. I really like this thing. And of course, since it's a concept, I want to have a look a little bit more in detail on the inside of it, because it looks pretty ridiculous. There's a weird swivel wheel there. It just looks like the first gen iDrive in like BMWs and stuff like that. So that's just funny to me. How do I start this thing? Let's start it. Wait, it's electric. Oh. Oh, is it bugged? Please don't tell me it's bugged. I'm flooring it on the spot, and the more I keep it... Why is it flexing? Like, I can see the car, like, moving. Anyway, you can actually see the screen there. I don't know if you guys, how well you guys can see that, but... Can I go into, like, photo mode from here? Or not? Oh, I can. Wait, that's very cool. Oh, I can't zoom in and out. You can see... There's, like, the fan speed, and the seat heating, and all that. That's actually quite cool. Okay. I didn't know this was electric. I thought this had like an engine in it. Anyway, let's start driving it. I want to have a look and see what it's like on the road outside. Full electric. I want to actually have a look at the stats right quick, because I kind of just went through them very quickly. 750, 1050 newton meters of torque. Yeah, it's fully electric. Pretty much a 50-50 weight distribution. Almost perfect weight distribution on this thing. That's very cool. Not very common with electric cars, but that's very cool. Lots of torque. I love the looks of it. It has a bit of an Audi A7 vibe to it. Am I wrong in saying that? Has a bit of an Audi A7 vibe to it. Just a little bit. Okay. I want to have a look at this, right? Because... No, it's not broken. I thought it was going to be broken here. Does it have gears? Oh, it has 2 gears. It's very quiet. I mean, it's electric, but... Wait, is that right? That looks a bit off. Surely that's not right. Did they make a mistake with the dials? Because it looks central here, right? But as soon as you start going with the 3 digits, it moves off to the right. I don't know if that... I don't think that's supposed to happen on the actual car. I don't think that's supposed to happen on the actual car. I'm pretty sure the actual miles an hour, whatever kilometers an hour, the actual speed that you're doing. Oh my god, this is just... kind of just floats about everywhere. It's supposed to be a lot more central in that little dial. Okay, anyway. This thing kind of just floats about. It's such a weird feeling from... It's such a weird feeling coming from the Ferraris. Even the Roma was like agile and it just changes direction quickly. This is like... It's like a big boat. Oh man. Even on a controller, like just the way the car is driving, the way they handle, it's so noticeable when a car is like significantly heavier than the rest. Like coming from the Roma and the 296, this is about 500 kilos heavier. Am I right in saying that? It's like 2 tons. 2.3 tons. It's much heavier even. It's like 800 kilos heavier. And it's so noticeable. The thing just like wafts about and it like floats everywhere in corners. That's mad. I do like the design of it though. No pun intended. I really do like the design of it. And the gold wing doors also make it like just so much cooler. I do like this thing. I don't know if there's anything available to modify or customize on this car. Maybe we have the engine swaps available for it. I think maybe this with weight reduction, if we can bring the weight down to about like, I don't know, even like 1.7 tons or something like that. I think this would be quite a fun car to mess about with and drive. It's quite nice. It just feels a bit bolt-like and a bit heavy, which it is. But yeah. Anyway, cool car, nonetheless. Very nice. All right, let's move on to Lamborghini. See what Lamborghini has to offer, because that's pretty much what we have left. That's what we have available. All right, I'm ready for your Lamborghini. Let's see. Boom. We have, starting off with the Huracan Tecnica. 630 horsepower, 565 Newton meters of torque, and it weighs 1,543 kilos. Very rear heavy, this, by those things, even compared, well, especially compared to the Ferrari and stuff like that. But, yeah, the NA V10, beautiful sounding car. Let's get this thing real quick. The green just suits it though. Oh, the red looks so good. I love that. Oh my god. I love purple, by the way. The color purple on a lot of different cars, it just looks so good. It's just really, really good. And this red looks so good on this car. I kind of want to get it in red because you can still see some of the details. In purple, especially when you're watching the video, is not as good. Also, I can see the details, but you guys probably won't be able to because of video compression and all that sort of stuff. But I want to get it in this like wine red color. Surely this sounds good. Surely this sounds good. Even though it has probably like OPF and all that sort of stuff, like terrible filters and whatever to make it sound quieter, surely it sounds good in this game. Please. It does sound good. Does this sound the same as the regular Huracan? I feel like there's a little bit more rasp to this car. It feels a tiny bit different. I'm blind. It's Lamborghini. Here's a Huracan Evo. Oh, let me just take this thing out real quick. The Tecnica is also rear-wheel drive as well. I just noticed. Yet this doesn't sound the same as the Tecnica. That does not sound the same as the Tecnica. The Tecnica sounds a little bit more raspy. Right? Still sounds like the V10 though, but... Oh, it's quite nice. Wing on the back as well. That looks good. I love the new front ends of Lamborghinis. I think it just makes them so much more aggressive. Basically, the front end kind of like the Sion concept, where they just kind of added that like weird kind of like three-pointed shape coming from the grille going to the sides of the headlights. I love that. The Revuelto has that as well. This has it. This is one of the last Lamborghini Huracans that we're gonna have, right? I don't think they're gonna be making any more of these in the future. I feel like the car has now run its course, and it's its replacement is gonna end up coming out soon. It sounds good. I think they missed the mark with a bit of the crackle that some of these Huracans actually have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that some of these have it. Even the Audi R8 has it. A little bit of like a crackle as you're downshifting. Instead of having that generic pop. The front end feels like light, but I don't know how I feel about this thing being so rear heavy though. It's actually not bad though. Turning in, the turn-in response is very good on it. Because it's really light on the front end. Tiny bit of understeer there when I started braking, but listen, it's nice. I still think the nicest car so far to drive was the 296. That was actually very nice to drive. I think with a bit of weight reduction on this thing, and maybe adding a cage to it to balance out the weight from front to rear weight distribution, because that does it. Getting this closer to a 50-50 weight distribution would probably make this car a very, very good car to handle. I like it. It's nice. Looks-wise as well, as usual, Lamborghinis just look mental, so yeah, I have nothing really bad to say about the looks of this car. I think Lamborghini have done a really good job with the Aventador and the Huracan. I think as much as I want to like make fun of them because there's like a billion versions of each car, I feel like they look better and better every single time they ended up releasing one. So I can't really say anything bad about the looks of this thing. It's a Lamborghini. It's supposed to look extreme. It's supposed to look crazy, and of course this car looks pretty mental, especially I think for the last generation, or one of the last generations of the Lamborghini Huracan. Very cool car. Let's move on to something else. Hop over into the festival for the next Lamborghini that we have, which is going to be, I think, an interesting one here. Yeah, we have this, the Essenza SCV12. It's a 2020 car, pretty much a race car. 818 horsepower, 600 newton meters of torque, 6.5 liter V12. Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive as well. Massive, massive wing on it. It's crazy looking. Take it out. Let's take it out, drive it. Oh my god, that looks mad. Well, I want to go into the festival a little bit, into the Forza Vista, and have a little look at this because it looks mental to me, man. Jesus. Look at it. Oh, it's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. The carbon fins on the bonnet as well. Oh my god. It's like the Sesto Elemento, like on crack. That's what this reminds me of. That wing is lethal as well. Jesus. That is sick. Oh my god. I wonder what it sounds like. It's a race car, so it should be much louder than your regular V12. Wait a second! Wait a second, boys. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Let's go get out of the festival area. Wait a second here. What? Wow. The shifts. Wow. That's all I can say. Those shifts are mad. Oh my god, we need more cars like this in Forza. And I'm pretty sure since this car is in this game, hopefully Forza Motorsport has it, because it's gonna sound amazing in that game as well. Oh my god. The downshifts, man. That is one of those brutal sounds. That is one of the most brutal downshifts I've ever heard. That sounds amazing. I had to bring it to the tunnels. That's what I was waiting for, is just to get to the tunnels. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant car. Absolutely brilliant car. I cannot wait to mess around more with this car. That sounds fantastic. Especially the downshifts. Oh my sweet Jesus. Those downshifts. I had to move on. That sounds so good. What a sick car. It handles really well as well, so I'm definitely going to mess around with that car when the time comes for a video. Next up, the SC20. I honestly didn't even know this car existed. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that this car exists as well, the Essenza SCV12. But we have the SC20, which also looks like an Aventador J, but like on crack. Such a crazy car. Where's the Aventador J? Oh, I saw here. I think I have to like actually go into my cars to actually have a look at it. But no windshield, none of that. It just looks, like I said, like the Aventador J. 6.5 litre V12, of course, all-wheel drive though on this time, and 759 horsepower, 720 newton meters of torque. Not too bad. Yeah, let's take this thing out. It looks ridiculous as well. It looks ridiculous. I'm gonna guess, because this is so much more closer to the Aventador, this might actually sound very similar, if not the same as it. Maybe slightly different sound, but it sounds, I'm gonna guess, very, very similar. Yeah, I knew that the doors would have to go up. That is a very sick interior though. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty much, I think, just ripped out of the updated Aventador. I'm pretty sure. Right, cool. Let's take it out. I still cannot believe that steering wheel stuck around for so long. That is, I really don't like the steering wheel the Lamborghini had. I don't understand why it's been around for so long. The back is like, yeah, it's very similar. It's very similar, if not the same. It's very loud. Even on cockpit, because of course we have the massive open top. Very cool. Wait, how's this thing have 2,100 kilometers on it already? I've only just started driving it. How is it a used car? What the heck? I've been sold a used car. I got it for free, so it's fine. Doesn't matter. I think looks-wise, I think this car is more about looks than anything else. I don't think this will be any good for like performance-wise. But I think looks-wise, it looks like it looks so crazy without the roof on it. It doesn't sound bad either. But it has a very typical Lamborghini sound. That's what I want to try to see. Lamborghini Aventador has one of the coolest launch control sounds ever. Like in real life. I think it sounds absolutely amazing. And I wanted to see if they got it at least a little bit close in this game with this V12 sound. So that's pretty close. That is pretty close. Yeah, this is a ridiculous machine. This is probably my favorite car, like cockpit-wise. Like just because it's an open top, it feels mad to drive like this. Yeah, like I said, this thing, I didn't realize that this thing even existed, to be honest with you. I don't want to keep up with the ultra rare like supercars and hypercars. Yeah, cool thing that they added into this game. Yeah, I like it. Very cool. I think it should be fun to try and build something out of this in one of the next videos. But yeah. Alright, I think we're at the final car now. Hop over, and it's the, I think it's the Huracan Super Trofeo, right? It's pretty much, again, just another race car. Which I'm very happy with, them adding some actual race cars in this game. Because it's kind of fun to try and race these. So, here it is. Here it is. The Lamborghini Lamborghini Corsa Huracan Super Trofeo Evo. Jesus Christ. Such a long name. But, yeah, here it is. Again, super ridiculous car. I mean, this is pretty much just a race car. It's absolutely mental looking. Very, very sick car. Like, looks-wise. I'm guessing the interior is going to be, like, super plain. Like, everything's going to be taken out of it and stripped down. I hope this is going to be loud. Again, because it's a race car, we should have some super loud sounds. Super loud V10 sounds out of this thing. Yes! Even the crackles and everything. Oh, so good. That is clean. I love the sound of this. Wow. Oh, this has to be the best sounding V10 in this game. Am I right in saying that? This sounds fantastic. It handles nicely. It handles really well, actually. And this does have like super sticky, slick tires on it. The brakes are phenomenal. Acceleration out of corner is very good. It revs really high. Let's have a look at these brakes. Watch this. Even flooring out of corners. I love those brakes, man, on this thing. Oh, I don't know which one I like more. This or the other Lamborghini, the SC thingy, whatever it's called, SCV. Oh, it sounds so good though. Okay, I need to bring it over into the tunnels as well. I just want to have a listen to this thing in the tunnels. This has to be the best sounding V10 in this game. Surely, right, as well, even with some of the upgrades that we have available. I don't think we can probably change the exhaust sound of this thing because it's pretty much a race car, and probably the same with that thing, but if you could change cams or something like that, we can get them to rev even higher, and they probably will sound just as good. This has really good crackle though. Especially when you're revving it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Sounds good. Sounds really good. It has like such a faint like little crackle in the background, but when you're revving it, it does sound really good. Which is what I'm gonna do in this tunnel. I'm gonna just park up in the middle and start revving it a little bit. Yeah, like when you're low on the revs, you can hear it. Right, shush. That crackle is sick. That's a good sounding car. And it drives really well as well. I think this could be... Oh, I don't know which one of these is going to be the better sounding car. The better handling car, sorry, not the better sounding car. But this thing... Oh. Look at it pull in. This feels like a really good car. Yeah, this feels like a really good car. Absolute acres amount of grip. It feels nice. It should be good. Whenever I make a full video on this car, I think it should be good. Alright everyone, that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe to this channel. Of course over the next while I'm going to be making videos on each one of these cars separately, obviously trying to go through them and seeing what each of them can actually do. If you have the pack yourself and you've messed around with some of these cars and you tried them for anything specific, then let me know down in the comments below what you think I should probably try to do to my cars to, you know, make them drive well or make them handle really well. So, again, let me know what your thoughts are on the car pack itself. I think it's a very good car pack. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. It's not completely free. You actually have to purchase this car pack. It's DLC, right? It's a DLC car pack. It's not supposed to come out with the premium edition or anything like that. It's a car pack. It's separate from the actual game, so you're gonna have to pay for it. So, yeah, if you have it, let me know what you think of it. But for now, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Peace out.